Welcome, friends. My name is Avinash Gorakshakar, and I welcome all of you to another interesting episode of Connexia High Flyers. Friends, as all of you are aware, we introduce emerging companies from emerging sectors in this series, and in this process, we get to know a lot of valuable information from the company's promoters and top managements regarding their business model, their growth journey, their future growth plans. And in this process, a lot of valuable information is shared to the investors, which helps them take a very conscious investment call when they invest in such companies. And friends, today we are going to talk about another interesting company which is going to hit the capital market very soon. The company today we are going to discuss is Pajson Agro India Limited, and I have the privilege of having the promoter, chairman, and managing director, Mr. Aayush Jain. Ayush ji, बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद sir. Thank you for sparing your valuable time with us today.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me. Thank you.
Yeah. So, Ayuji, one basic elementary question to start with. I mean, if you can give us a simple explanation about what is the main business of our company, हमारा business model क्या है? और सर ये जर्नी ये जो कैजू नट्स का बिजनेस है ये आपने कभी शुरू किया था? How did this business journey start? Was it a family run business or did you start it as a first generation kind of venture? Sir, if you can tell us something about your journey.
Yes. So Pajson Agro is in the business of processing raw cashew nuts. We import our raw cashew nuts from different African origins. We have a processing facility in Visakhapatnam. We process them, and then we have a very strong B2B business wherein we are distributing our products to different parts of India. We present in about 17 states, and we have about 71 distributors through which we are distributing our product. This company was incorporated. So we are, first generation into cashew processing. Um, yeah, so that's about us.
So, sir, tell us one thing on the raw material sourcing part. That how is the raw material sourced by the company? Because raw material sourcing, I think, is very crucial for us. So, sir, from where do you source your raw material? And if you can tell us about the supply logistics which you have, which enables you to get the raw materials at the best optimum prices. So, if you could please tell us on this aspect.
So Mr. Pulkit Jain, who's also a promoter, has been, he has strong experience, sourcing experience of 13 years of raw cashew nuts from Africa. So he buys directly from the farmers and cooperatives in Africa. So that is the strength that we have, so we buy from different African origins and we bring as per the market needs.
Typically, sir, Ayuji, tell me also one thing that is this business seasonal? When is the inventory stocking, done by the company? Like when do we actually stock the inventory and when is the processing happening? So is the business seasonal? This is the second question. So if you can please tell us.
Yeah, so it is a seasonal crop, but the beauty is that different countries have different times of harvesting. So typically, we see from Jan to June is the large part of countries have their harvesting period, and the material starts coming into the warehouses. We do nearly 65% of our procurement during that period, and balance is then spread out in the balance 6 months.
Okay, understood. Ayuji, now tell us something about your customers. I believe a large part of your customers are B2B. How many B2B distributors do we have? And what is the kind of pricing mechanism which we have with them? Like depending upon the cost of the raw material every year, do you have a kind of a fixed price contract with them or is it flexible? And secondly, tell us something about your B2C initiative. I think you all have launched your own brand. So, if you could tell
Yes.
us something on that also.
Sure. We are really strong in B2B segment. We cater to wide range of customers, starting from wholesalers, institutional buyers, food companies, retail companies. Uh, we are very very strong in the wholesale on the wholesale side of it, and on the institutional side of it. Some of our marquee clients that we have are Reliance Retail, Bikanerwala, Natraj, Farmway, and we are continuing to expand our institutional customer base. On the B2C front, we have just launched a brand called Royal Mewa. which is our offering of premium cashew kernels to Indian consumer at at a very very attractive price. Yeah.
Ayuji, now just wanted to understand on the macro opportunity. Like, the India is supposed to be a very large market for cashew nuts. Tell us in the next 3 to 5 years, what is the total addressable market available for us? Because currently we are about 187 crores of top line. According to you, next 3, 4 years, how do you see this market evolving and how will the company capitalize on this market?
So, we are seeing that consumption in India is growing at a decent pace. The primary factors for that are rising urbanization, high disposable incomes, and health consciousness to post-COVID. So, consumers are looking for snacking options which are healthier. So, we see that cashew is well placed and the consumption will continue to grow and our growth is in line with the trends that are there.
Okay, sir, point taken. Avijit, now let us understand, apart from the financials, what are the broad value addition kind of initiatives the company takes to ensure that there's a lot of repeat business, customers value our quality, our service. Sir, 2, 3 qualitative points which you could tell our viewers that we are doing a slightly better job in this industry. So if you can share 1 or 2 points for us.
So, as I mentioned earlier, sourcing strength remains our, biggest strength. That helps us, plan our supply chains better. That helps us to give, a better quality product to our consumer. So and it also helps in bringing a lot of efficiencies during the production times. So all these things put together, we feel that we have a little edge over our competitors.
So basically, all these factors put us in a different kind of a league. So very nice to hear that, Mr. Ayush. Ayush, now on the financials, I wanted to understand that FY25 has been a record year for us. We made a profit of 20 crores compared to 3 crores. Even in the first half, I was seeing the numbers, very strong numbers, sir. 14 crores ka PAT aaya hai. Sir, tell us one thing. What were the main reasons for this massive jump in profitability, and how do you see this, financial year that is FY 26 panning out? Although we are now in December, सर विदाउट गिविंग नंबर्स विदाउट टेलिंग अ टारगेट सर आपको आउटलुक कैसा दिख रहा है पूरे साल के लिए वो बताइए.
So the outlook is looking very, very positive. As you mentioned, we continue to, we are looking at the same run rate. So our H1 numbers are already there. So we think we'll be, maintaining the run rate going forward. In terms of, what has brought this change, the biggest one has been the technological transformation that we did in our plant in November of 2023, which sort of changed the course for us. Second is the increase in production. We have been increasing our production year on year with high utilization levels. We have seen our utilization levels, above 85%. So that has been giving us economies of scale. And third, again, as I mentioned earlier, better sourcing strategies. So all these things put together are, placing us in the right spot.
Understood. Sir, one small question. What is our total install capacity as of now? And if you can give us some idea, of course, not on the top line profit, but sir, volume growth कितना हो सकता है अगले 2 साल में? If that can be given, that can be a lot of useful data for the investors, please.
So FY25, our installed capacity was 12,000 metric tons. FY26, our installed capacity is 18,000 metric tons. And in the next 2 years, we look at growing at a 40% rate.
Ayush, now tell me what is the normal working capital cycle in our business? Like how much inventory do we have to maintain? और सर हमारा जो डेटर है कस्टमर है वो हमको कितने टाइम के बाद कैश फ्लो पैसा देते हैं बिकॉज आई वाज जस्ट सीइंग योर बैलेंस शीट maybe it is not the right way to look at it but September may we have seen a very big jump in your debtors and there is a high kind of supplies credit also so I just want to understand is the business largely very long in terms of working capital number of days or is it a very seasonal thing कि इतना तो इन्वेंट्री हमको पहले 6 months में जमा करना ही है सर इसके बारे में बोलिए.
So, Anand, what we have seen our inventory days is about 70 to 75 days. And It is high. It will always be high in September, as I mentioned. Harvesting period is from Jan to June. So the stocks start arriving in India. They come in April, and August, September is when we see the peak. So whenever we will be closing our H1s, our inventory levels will be high as compared to March. So that is why the difference is there.
Understood. Uh, Ayush, now let's come to the most important question for today's interview. That is, we are going public, so it's a big achievement for you. All your hard work is paying off. Ayush, tell us how much capital, that is money, are we planning to raise from the capital market from this IPO, and where is this money going to be used for? If you could please tell us.
Yeah. So we are here in we through this IPO we are raising about 74.5 crores, all of which will go into setting up the second processing facility in Andhra Pradesh itself. The company has already acquired the land for the same, and now with these IPO proceeds, we will set up the next processing facility.
So basically, largely funding the capacity of the new unit is the main purpose of the public issue. Ayush,
Yes.
before we end the interview, one small question which a lot of investors would like to know. Sir, you as the promoter now, what is your functional role in the company? You must be definitely having a very good team with you. Sir, but what
Yes.
is your main functional role in the company? If you could please tell us.
So I look after the processing, sales, and operations part between Andhra Pradesh and Delhi, and our raw nut procurement is looked after by Mr. Pulkit.
And sir, how many employees do we have currently in the company?
As of 31st March, we had about 470 employees.
This is after expansion. Will this increase? I mean, will you have to put up some more people?
Yes, definitely. When we set up the second plant, we will definitely need more team. But currently, we are working at the same levels.
Okay. Sir, last question now, which is very important. We ask all the promoters, sir, we are in an industry where agri-risk is the most important risk. Raw material availability depends on that. And secondly, in your assessment in so many years, what is the most important risk apart from this agri-risk? Anything else which you have in mind, which you keep a check and control on? If you could please tell us.
So, processing facilities remain the core of our business, and that is where we derive most of our revenue from. So, any local disruptions, any delays in setting up our new processing facility, and any local disturbances, these are the issues that we see that might impact our revenues. Other than that, we have not really experienced anything in the past.
So I think very nice to hear, Avijji, and please accept my best wishes to you, your entire management team, and sir, best wishes for your public issue also. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Thank you.